People don't change. This phrase is thrown around like a final verdict, as if that's it. Your fate is sealed. No matter what you've been through, what you've realized, who you've become, if you made a mistake, if you slipped once, then that's who you are forever, and you won't change. But you know what? There's some truth in that phrase. Yes, people don't change, but not in the way they think. You don't change because you are still who you were at the beginning, before the mistakes, before the failures, before the masks and the labels. You are still that child. Remember who you were before they told you. Be smarter. Don't run. You can't. People are watching. You were warm, open, alive. You believed in kindness. You believed in magic. You weren't afraid to wish. You just knew it would happen. You didn't worry about money, or delivery, or logistics. You just lived with the feeling that everything would come, that Santa Claus would arrive, that the Tooth Fairy would bring a coin, that the world was working in your favor. You didn't analyze, you didn't doubt. That's pure intention. That was your starting point. And you're still that person. Then something happened. You grew up. You heard someone's opinion, you failed at something, you broke down. And instead of a hand to help you back up, you heard, "He won't change. It's just temporary. She'll mess up again." As if that one moment erased the soul you had before it. As if the real you was the mistake and not the child who believed. But why is that the moment that defines you? Why is your lowest point the one we call who you really are? That's the system's biggest lie. They make us believe that our faults are our true selves, that a person is no more than their failures. But your true self is the one from childhood, the one who loved, the one who hoped. You didn't become cruel. You just got tired of pain. You didn't become numb. You just started protecting yourself. You didn't become heartless. You just learned to survive. And they don't lift you up. They finish you off, in the name of realism. The truth is, we were all born whole, alive, beautiful, and you still are, just buried under layers of shame, guilt, fear, and judgment. If you truly want to change your life and don't look for a new self, remember your old one, the one before everything. It doesn't matter what came after, no matter what you did, who you were with, what mistakes you carry. There was a time when you just knew you were loved, you were wanted, you could ask, you could dream. You didn't need to deserve it. You didn't ask for permission. You didn't know what shame was. You didn't become good. You were good. You didn't fight for love. You had it. Until doubt was planted in you. Until someone showed you how to be. Until you were told to behave, to conform, to be normal. Then came the voices. You should. Don't stand out. You're too sensitive. You're too weird. So you cut parts of yourself away to fit in. You hid your tears. You silenced your voice. You buried your dream. You hid you. And one day you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the face. That's not you. That's a shell you built to survive. But survival isn't living. And now in this silence as you watch this video, I want to remind you, you don't need to change to become yourself. You need to remove everything that's hiding you. Remember how you felt, how you believed, how you dreamed, how you knew you were good, you were enough, you were allowed to want. You're not broken, you're not lost, you're not ruined, you just forgot. And when a person falls, there's a chance. Not just a chance to survive, but a chance to wake up, and right there in that silence he decides, no more drinking, no more running, no more betraying myself. He whispers, enough. But then they appear again. This won't last. We'll see how long you hold on. People don't change. Words like nails in your soul, spoken with pity, with indifference, with judgment, as if they're waiting for your relapse, as if they need you to fail, because your growth challenges their worldview. They don't know who you are without your pain. They don't want to see the new you, because it's easier to label you than to accept that you've changed. They'll remind you, They'll mock you. They'll say you're crazy. They won't reach out. They'll watch you fall. This is the program that normalizes pain, that fears updates, that hates when you choose yourself. But you can reboot everything. Without proving, without arguing, without revenge. Just get up and move forward. You are not their memory of you. You are not their opinion. You are not their label. You are not their diagnosis. You are who got up after the fall, and that means you're alive. That means you're still here. You don't owe anyone proof. You don't have to be understood. You don't have to play the role they gave you. You've seen how it works. First they break you, then they blame you for being broken. First they shame you, then they judge you for not smiling. Remember, wherever you stumbled, that was still your path. That was your experience. No one lives without mistakes. No one lives without shame. Every person has lived it. But the more mistakes a person hides, the more they judge others, so they won't have to face their own reflection. You're watching this for a reason. Your soul brought you here. Because deep down you're tired of carrying other people's labels. Because you want to remember who you really are. And the real you isn't a tired, shamed adult. It's the child who once dreamed, who believed that the gift would just appear, that Santa would come, that wishes come true, just because you made them. You didn't need to know how. You just believed. You just waited. You just were. We adults are buried in programming, duties, and doubt. We forgot how to live without fear, guilt, and shoulds. But that child, carefree, joyful, real, still lives inside you. The one who was never judged, who was simply loved for being here. And I want you to remember that now, who you were before it all. Before the pain, before the expectations, before the shame. Let this video be your return point, not to the past, but to yourself, to the real you. Thank you for watching, for your comments, for your energy. I wish you awareness. Take care of yourself. Until we meet again. Goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe.